And as the war in the Middle East worsens, debate over U.S. aid for Israel is unfolding now on Capitol Hill. New Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson is pushing for legislation that would merely provide funding for Israel and nothing else.
There are lots of things going on around the world that we have to address, and we will. But right now, what's happening in Israel takes the immediate attention.
Let's start with that. CBS News congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane joins us here on set. The Speaker and Republicans have released their version of an Israeli aid package. How much would it cost? What's in it? How are they going to pay for it?
$14 billion, and that's the thing. They are going to try to pay for it. They're not going to do this as an emergency funding plan, which is really the history of these types of things. You need more money, you make it happen, you write the check. So the new House Speaker wants to offset that with something else, money stripped from the IRS, from the President's Inflation Reduction Act, a prized part of the President's agenda, and also something the IRS has used to get rid of the backlogs and help raise money through its enforcement. Taking that money away to pay for Israel endangers the Israeli aid, puts it in a very fragile place. It's not going to move through the Senate that way. It's not going to get signed that way. This could get bottled up.
Are we working on the assumption that the House is going to start all this anyway, or could the Senate start it, send it over to the House, and try to jam them?
Wouldn't rule that out, but the House is they're going to move to this week, midweek, could be as early as Wednesday. The House Rules Committee is scheduled a 4 p.m. markup Wednesday afternoon. So this could originate in the House, but this bill with offsets taken from the IRS is not going to go through the U.S. Senate. This could get mashed up for quite a while.
And they're playing politics with it right away. He voted against Israeli aid to keep the IRS open. I mean, the attack ad kind of writes itself if you're a Republican
and separating
trying to take out a Democrat.
And separating it from the Ukraine aid, which the Speaker is doing, also endangers the Ukraine aid, which is in a fragile place.
So this is his first full week as Speaker. What else is on the plate of Mr. Johnson as they reconvene?
A couple things worth mentioning. First of all, they've got to avoid a government shutdown November 17th. He did not vote for the measure that kept the government open September 30th. Now he's got to lead the House through this next wall. Something else. CBS News has learned when he took the job last week, a letter was waiting on his desk inside his new Speaker's office from dozens of House Democrats who told him that in the 3 weeks there was no House Speaker, more than 2,000 people died from gun violence, and that there were more than 30 mass shootings in that 3-week period, and that there has to be some movement by the U.S. House towards gun control. There's nobody who believes a Republican House will make it law, but House Democrats say they want to make some progress now before the election to raise the issue for the election or erode some of the numbers in the opposition. Take a listen to Mike Thompson of California.
The American people want us to do something. The only place this is political, the only place this is partisan, is right here in the United States Capitol. It's unacceptable. And for the Speaker, the new Speaker, to come out and say he's hopeful and he's prayerful at this time, he needs to get a clue. Hope and prayers will not change the situation. We need a Speaker and we need members of Congress with guts that will do the right thing.
And you'll recall when the landmark gun control bill was passed last year, Texas Senator John Cornyn was a key Republican in that. Checked with his office if he's moving towards negotiations again. They say no. And
yet again, as Congressman Thompson alludes to, Congress will do nothing when there are a majority of Americans saying something has to be done. What that something
seems for certain.
To be seen. Yeah. Scott MacFarlane, good to see you. Good luck this week up there on Capitol Hill.